Hey, it's Scott Benton here. I am at Mike Coates' house, actually, with Jonathan Whitaker. Jonathan Whitaker is here. And unfortunately, I was not able to figure out how to do a single shot through Skype. I'm sure it's super easy to do, but we're under a little bit of a time constraint. So I just decided to send Jonathan upstairs in Mike Coates' house, and we're going to do a split screen interview. Right now, we want to talk about what we're doing. Jonathan is here visiting from. Tell us where you're visiting from, Jonathan.
So Scott, I live in Richmond, Virginia now. I'm a professor at the University of Richmond.
And you're here for a few days to visit myself and Mike Coates and a couple of other Chi-Fis before you head back. You also are going to be meeting with Rich Suddy over at USC and dropping by the campus, the old stomping grounds. But our agenda right now, currently we're trying to connect all Chi-Fis together, all Eta Deltas. This is an all-points bulletin, and we're trying to connect us all through social media. We might as well use all the tools that are out there right now. Our primary drive is to get us together as a group so that we can offer as much support to our effort to get Eta Delta Chi-Phi back to the USC row. Jonathan is going to be painstakingly putting together all of our information. Right now, we think there are about 800 Eta Deltas. There's about 800 of us, we believe. If you look at the Facebook page that we have for Eta Delta Chi-Phi, we have 162 members. So there's a pretty wide discrepancy between 162 and 800. We want to make that 162 number grow as much as possible. And that's what we're going to do, and that's what Jonathan is going to focus on. So Jonathan, do you want to say a few words about what you'll be doing?
Sure, I can, Scott. It's probably been 5 or 10 years since we've made a real effort to update our Eta Delta information. And as you can imagine, in that time, a lot of guys moving, a lot of new jobs, new email addresses. And so what I'm going to do in collaboration with you and with Mike is really make an effort to get that list of 800 names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, jobs as complete as possible. Of course, the way that communications are developing, really the physical address and the physical phone number is a foundation for us to get that information into social media, things like Facebook, things like LinkedIn, that will really make the job of communicating that much easier, and that more importantly will also allow every one of the guys to decide what they want to be informed of and how they want to be informed.
That's great. And there are a lot of ways to get in touch with us. We really need your help. We want to make sure that you guys are participating in this as well. You can send me an email. You can send Jonathan an email. You can send Mike Coates an email. We're looking for all Chi-Fis, and we want your help. Also, if you look on the Facebook page, look to your left here. Look on this sidebar on the left. There's a little box that you can put in someone's name and invite them to our page. It says add people to group. And I think you can put in just their name. You can find them on Facebook, or you can put in their email and find them on Facebook that way. That will also help us get in touch with people. But I'm going to post all of our, on this post anyway, below it, I'm going to put our email addresses. You can get in touch with us directly. And help us get as close to that 800 number as possible. Once we get as close as we can to 800 Chi-Fis all connected in one place, that's when you're going to really start to see momentum picking up, and you're going to start to we're going to start to see a lot more support coming our way for reestablishing Eta Delta Chi-Fi on the USC campus.
And Scott, just one final comment I'll make. I mean, I was so excited to hear about all the wonderful things happening at USC and happening with Eta Delta Chi-Phi. That got me motivated and got me wanting to be involved. And I think if we can put the contact information together and share these great updates with the other guys in the house, it'll be exciting for them to receive those updates, and they may find that they may want to get involved and help out too.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you, Jonathan. And furthermore, if I can add on to that that message that you just gave, we want to democratize this effort. In other words, we want you to have a voice. We want you to say, have the ability to say anything you want to us or to National. We want your feedback. We want your creative input. And one way to help democratize that process is if you have any kind of message you want to give yourself, the way Jonathan is right now, if you have even a story, a fun story that you want to tell about your days on the USC Chi-Fi campus, can I say it that way? Please get in touch with me. You and I will do a quick interview that we can post here on our page. We want to get your voice out there. We don't want it just to be our voices, but we want you included as well. So hopefully you'll want to participate in our efforts to bring Chi-Fi back.
And you know, Scott, I guess if the previous comment was my final comment, this is my final comment. You know, I think having the Eta Delta alumni in the contact list on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Google+, that's a great foundation. You know, you should know, and the bros should know, that in addition to the 800 Chi-Fi Eta Delta alumni, there are probably about another 3,000 Chi-Fi alumni from other chapters that live in California. And we're also going to be connecting them into these networks and getting them informed and seeking their participation and seeking their help to be successful.
That's awesome. That's perfect. Hopefully we can reach as many Chi-Fis as we possibly can. I know we're getting a lot of input and help from the Berkeley Chi-Fis, and I also know that in theory there's going to be a San Diego Chi-Fi that National is working on right now. But right. All Chi-Fis are welcome, not just Eta Delta. Let's build our page and get it as robust as possible.
Sure, absolutely. Well, sounds great, and I look forward to working with you and Mike on it.
Awesome.
Thanks, Scott.
Well, thanks for talking to me, Jonathan, and hopefully we'll have more messages to give down the road. You won't be here in California, but at least we'll be able to connect with each other through Skype, and we'll keep everybody updated on where we are going from 162 to 800.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Thanks, awesome. Scott.
Thanks, Jonathan. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.